What up, what up, what up, people? Welcome to volume 6 of Mr. Parker is a Dumbass. We've been on hiatus for a few weeks. I've been gone. Various members of the panel been gone. Next week, I'm gonna be gone again. I'm be in Vegas, balling the hell out. So we ain't doing this next week either. But I wanted to bring y'all episode. I ain't want y'all to miss Mr. Parker's stupidity and all of his tremendousness. So here we are with volume 6 of Mr. Parker is a Dumbass. Before we get started, we'll let the panel introduce themselves. So go ahead, Jay. Tell the people what's up.
I'm here to debate this dumbass. Is Jay got him coach? Having a 10 guy, half pony. He wanted to debate me, so I'm about to see what the fuck he talking about today. I'm pretty sure I'm about to destroy his dumbass, but we about to get it popping today. I'm gonna give y'all a show.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I like the fervor. I like the fire in your heart.
Oh yeah,
Parker,
definitely.
with your stupid ass, go ahead, tell the people what's up.
600. I'm everywhere, and you can't destroy energy. Fuck nigga.
What? what the fuck? Parker, did you just say your energy? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, he just said that.
I'm asking you a question. Did you just say that you are energy?
No, I didn't say I was energy, but I said you can't destroy energy. Now, along with the show.
Okay, so this man said, I'm pretty sure I'm going to destroy you. Your response is you can't destroy energy.
Yeah.
Oh man, just man. Oh man.
Let's go with it though. I was like, let's go with it, Max. I mean, this easy work.
What the fuck do those two things have to do with each other?
Energy is not an object.
What the hell do those two things have to do with each other? He said, I'm going to destroy you, and your response is you can't destroy energy. How the hell did you make that connection?
I'm going with the topic. I'm setting them up. That's what I'm doing.
You setting them up for what?
You ain't setting up shit. You about to take this fucking L.
That was the dumbest shit ever. So, now, Parker, like he does for literally everybody else on the damn internet, he challenged Jay to a debate, right? Now, I'm going to make up various questions. We'll see how this evolves, devolves, because it's Parker, and how long it takes for Parker to answer a single goddamn question. So, we're going to start this off real quick. The first topic is crossplay. So, everybody been seeing out there in these gaming streets, Bethesda was like, Sony, get your shit together, or we're not putting our game on your platform. Now, yes, it's a little ass card game, but this is how shit starts. Right now, it's a little ass card game. That is true. And don't get it twisted. Until next gen, you're not gonna see this big explosion, but it's a little ass card game. So, what are your thoughts on crossplay in general? Good, bad, and different. And Bethesda's not so thinly veiled threat. Parker, you got the floor.
I'm gonna say this. Fuck Bethesda for trying to force crossplay as itself for a gamer is great. Because I can stay on my one platform of my choice and play my friends regardless of the platform they're playing on, crossplay. So that's great for a gamer. I'm not going to get in the business side of it because I'm not an analyst, whatever. But like for a gamer, great. So hopefully we see it next generation. But anything, never be bullied into doing something because a company want to, whatever. So I'm all for crossplay. To destroy Xbox, PC players, whatever. That's fine with me.
So you're for crossplay, but you said fuck Bethesda for trying to implement crossplay?
That's why I don't try to force someone's hand to do something, whatever. And that game right there, I'm saying that was EA and 2K and all the other big multi-player games saying, it said that's something different. But come on, a punk ass card game, they can shut up their ass.
But EA did say they wanted crossplay.
I'm saying not the same tone as what they said though. It's non-negotiable.
Okay,
That's what
so
you said.
if EA threatened Sony the same way, you would say fuck EA?
No, because actually, like if they said this right, either you cross-play or all our EA multiplayer games will not be appearing on your system, and then Sony will have no choice but to do the cross-play. But a punk-ass car game, fuck them. They don't got the power to force their hand though. The other bigger companies have to take that stance also. Then so it's okay, yeah, because now that'll be messing up our business. So yeah, we'll do that crossplay now.
So Bethesda, you don't think Bethesda has the power?
Not with that card game to force it, no.
I concur with. I stated that it was a little card game, but you don't think Bethesda has the power as a general statement of fact?
But okay, I'm gonna ask you. Well, it's crazy. What are the biggest multiplayer games out? And I don't believe it's any game from Bethesda in they lineup. Sorry.
Okay, so Fallout. So when Fallout 76 comes out, which is one of the most highly anticipated games coming out, that's going to be multiplayer. You don't think Bethesda has the power if they decided that that game has to be crossplay in order for it to work? You don't think they have that power?
I'll be more Call of Duty or the Battlefields, games like that, than a Fallout. I'm just if we go by the numbers and stuff like that.
There's never been a multiplayer Fallout.
I mean, for me, it'll be non-existent for me though. And most people got to have they COD, the casuals. I'm saying, right? They COD, they shooters and stuff like that. Fallout wouldn't, in my opinion, wouldn't have that big say. But hell, if Fortnite, maybe they not. I'm saying Fortnite really not doing what they trying to pull Bethesda. So no. So even with Fallout 76, it won't be that big an impact like that. Because that's not what the casuals gravitate to anyway every year.
The casuals don't gravitate to Fallout?
If you ask them, you give them a choice of Fallout and Call of Duty, which one do you think they're going to take?
They're going to take Call of Duty because it's a yearly thing, but Fallout comes out once every 3 or 4 years. That's
what I'm saying. So Sony's not going to be hurt by, in my opinion, by Bethesda anything when they try multiplayer, because they got it's bigger, more lucrative multiplayer games out there, and they're not doing that. So they don't really, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's like, okay, we hear you over there.
So my question is, because I'll let Jay. Jay, you go ahead and give your thoughts, and then I'll interject.
Okay. My thoughts on crossplay, honestly, I'm not too particular about it from my stance. I feel like crossplay, like he said, it'll be good for the gamer, but what benefit would Sony really get out of crossplay? Like helping developers keep the game alive, okay, that's fine, but why not from a business standpoint? I'm gonna do the business standpoint, fuck the gamer standpoint. The business standpoint, why would I lose a hardware sale because somebody wants to play with everyone? Why would I do that? I want the people, the customer, to buy my item. If you put the item everywhere else, then it will be retarded to do. Then it wouldn't matter where you play. It would specifically be exclusive that you buy the platform for. Now, that's not a bad thing, but like I said, it makes more sense. Hey, if you want to play with your friends, like Jack down the street or whatever, got the PlayStation 4, okay, well, you're going to have to buy our console if you want to play with him. Like, I look at it from the hardware perspective. You want people to buy your hardware. You want to keep your hardware relevant. So that's how I look at it.
Okay. You got a rebuttal for that?
Yeah, here's my take on what he just said. It puts more onus on your console, right? And having a specific identity okay, so I can play with my friends anyway. It don't matter. If I'm on PC, I could play Jay on whatever console he's on, whatever. So now it was okay. So I don't know if they'll be losing a hardware. So it's still games you're gonna buy, but you could. But now I don't have to go and buy multiple consoles now, whatever. Which is from I'm strictly from a gamer's perspective, because I'm not an analyst, so I'm not going. Okay. So it makes sense for a gamer where I can just stay on what platform of choice I want to play, and I have multiple consoles and still play with my friends or against them, whatever. And so now it's going. We got to work harder to give out. Really now, Super is really going to matter even more if we get crossplay.
What up, Tip? What up, Tip? Okay, so follow-up question. So since in this spirit, so Jay, you said what or this would hurt Sony hardware-wise, right? So my question is, if little Timmy down the street has a game on PS4 and you got a game on Xbox, your parents bought you, they bought an Xbox One, even the X or normal Xbox One S. They bought you the Minecraft bundle. You got all your Minecraft stuff, all your Fortnite Xbox stuff. You got 15, 20 games on Xbox. Something like that. 20, 30 games, whatever on Xbox, right? And Timmy down the street has a PS4. And you think that someone's going to spend $400 just to play one game with Timmy down the street? Or you think they just won't play together ever? Like, which is more likely to happen? You think someone's really going to spend $400, $300 to play a game, to play one game with Timmy down the street, or will they just never play together? Which one is more likely to happen? So are you really losing a hardware sale? Because no one's gonna spend that money anyway, right? To buy $400 for this one game to play with their one friend down the street in this one game. But if you had crossplay and Timmy down the street wants to play this game, but the only person he could play it with is his friend down the street that has Xbox, then what you'll get is sales from that software. So they'll buy the software, they'll buy DLC in the software, they'll buy the microtransactions in the software. So you'll get revenue from that. But if he doesn't have anybody to play with, because you won't let him play with the guy down the street on Xbox, you don't get any money.
That's true. However, you asked me which is more likely. Yeah, it's more likely that you just wouldn't play with him. But it also depends on what type of situation you're in. But we're just going to pretend it's a single mom and she can't afford to buy 2 systems. She can only get them one. So, yeah, in that case, most definitely. You would just, if he really want to play with his friend that bad, he would have to get whatever system his friend has. He can't go the opposite way. But like I said, I still stand firm on it hurting whoever the hardware is, whether it's Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo. I feel like if you could play anywhere, it takes away the value of the box when it comes to crossplay, in my opinion. Because it's like, it don't matter what system you get. We could play on the phones or the tablet, because then it's going to start escalating to that. Then hardware is really going to take a hit, because then it's going to become cheaper to, get the tablet and, play. It'll be way cheaper in that case.
Yeah, that's once we get
streaming
up and working. Right now, it's console to console. Like, that's not going to change in the foreseeable future. Even with Xbox creating this whole studio and all that, that's not going to change in the foreseeable future of them suddenly not making consoles. So it still poses the same question. Like, maybe next gen, that's a different thing. But that's the thing, is next gen is when I think Sony is going to be okay with making crossplay a thing. And suddenly, all the people who oppose it that are Sony zealots are going to be okay with it because Sony does it. And it's going to be such a great thing for gamers because Sony did it. But like, you know how this works. But but the thing is, next gen, if you say you can play your games anywhere, buy what you want, that affects that. But right now, when someone has an Xbox and a PS4, they're very like, unless they have the capabilities, which if that was the case, they would have already done so for most of the people, not all the people, but if that was the case, they would have already done so. They've already invested into one side or the other. You know, for this one game, they're not going to go by the opposite system. So at this point in time, it would be more beneficial for them to open it up because software will get pushed harder. Like if this was the beginning of next gen, and you say, hey, you can buy whatever platform you want, and the only difference is going to be the exclusives. You can play your games, cross-play your games, progress your games. The only difference is going to be exclusives. Then exclusives will 100% sell that system, and that'll may occur a loss in system sales. But right at this point in time, people who are going to buy a PS4 are already going to buy a PS4. People who had an Xbox One are already going to buy an Xbox One. But if somebody has, for instance, Fallout 76 on PS4 and the other person has it on Xbox One, they're not going to buy a PS4 to play Fallout 76 on PS4 with that one time with that one person, because this is not going to be the majority of your gaming experience. You're still going to play on the platform you already had and the platform you have most of your games on.
Yeah.
Like that's why I'm asking is it really going to hurt hardware sales at this point in time in the game?
No, not at this point in time in the game. No, I don't think it would.
Parker, what you think?
Later? I'll go ahead, Parker.
Okay, this is why, in my opinion, what I'm gonna say, going to next gen, because we about to be there anyway. Exclusives will be more important though, because that's good. If we got crossplay, right? Exclusives is going to be the deciding factor on the console you really want to have, in my opinion. That's going to drive it home, the exclusives though, because you already can play with your friends no matter what console or platform you're on. So the exclusives will be even more important than ever. Decide who's going to at the two companies waging war. Okay, you should have our console because you still can play with your friends, and we have the much better exclusives to play with. So now, so that's what my opinion is going to be a deciding factor along with the crossplay, and it actually saves gamers money. Crossplay.
It's a true statement. So with that, I'll segue into my next question. With Microsoft purchasing their 5 studios and the talk of them, or the rumors of them purchasing Obsidian, and there's another one out there, do you think that at the beginning of next generation, Xbox is going to have a leg up on Sony? Because what's left for Sony this generation, which will be cross-generational, is going to be The Last of Us 2 and Death Stranding. Everything else will have been out. So do you think Microsoft will be given the upper hand because they'll have, I guess, a boost in launch games, big AAA launch games?
I think
Jay, you go first.
I think Xbox, they're gonna start off strong, just like they do every generation. They're gonna have the hits, the bangers. I feel like they're gonna do the traditional Xbox. They're gonna shoot their load in the first 2-3 years, and then after that, it's gonna rely on something else, whether it's features that PlayStation or Nintendo doesn't have, or TV or whatever. I feel like that's definitely gonna happen. And I think the titles that Sony has to offer at the end of the generation, this generation, most of them are definitely going to be remade for PS5. And I can almost assure people that PS5 is not going to be backwards compatible because I just don't think it is. Everybody wants it to be, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Why do you think it's not going to be backward compatible?
Because they don't give a fuck about that. Why do that when they can just remake the game 4K 60? They're going to advertise it some type of special way. They're going to advertise it, and they're going to sell that thing, and it's going to sell like hotcakes, whether it came out already or not. Look at what Last of Us did. They remade that, sold like fucking hotcakes. People rebought it. That's just how I go with Sony. I feel like they don't push for backwards compatibility because a lot of the fans and the hardcore, maybe even the casuals, they don't really push for it. They kind of just accept whatever Sony gives them. Oh, you give us backwards compatibility? Okay, cool. It's nice. But if they don't get it, then, it's pretty much narrative control, like you always say. Whatever narrative is controlled at the time is what it's going to be. And I can almost bet my bottom dollar. I even said, I'm like, I bet $1,000 this thing, day one out the box, PS5 will not be backwards compatible. I can mark, it's not going to happen. They're going to remake all the games and make them better. Trust me.
Okay. Happy, you want to take that bet? Paul G. I'm just asking. Paul G said PS3 was backward compatible and they still did remakes. That's true.
Yep. Hey man, I'll put 1,000 on that, and I will pay up.
Okay.
Do you think that PS5 is going to be backward compatible?
I believe so because I believe they might still be working with AMD, and if they got right now over 80 million users, which they could probably just transfer that over to the PS5. Why wouldn't it? It makes business sense. It doesn't make any sense not to be backwards compatible because Microsoft. You see Microsoft laying out the blueprint. Now, when you're talking about remakes, now business is a copycat league in business. They said it in sports, but business, what the X did, we could take a game that's already been made and give it those textures and stuff. So who says Sony can't implement that strategy? Remember, Sony, the PS4 implemented the 360 strategy. So we gotta be careful we make those statements, without factual proof on that though. So
are you willing to take that bet? That man said it 100% will not be. Are you willing to take that bet?
Out of the box, that shit, bro, it might come later. Maybe. That's a big maybe. But out of the box, that shit is not going to be backwards compatible. Trust me.
Why not? I'm saying, listen, I think Sony learned from mistakes with the PS3, what they did. Like, obviously, the price and with that cell processor, right? So they learned from that. You tell me I could bring all these PS4 users on to the PS5, right? And they could bring their software over, so it makes more sense for them to do that. And so, so I don't think Sony would give Microsoft the upper hand, because best believe Microsoft would make their games backwards compatible or forward compatible. So I disagree with that. And Microsoft, possibly they could have the upper hand. It depends on the games that's actually made at launch, and are they the games that people actually want to play? So I say it's 50-50.
Okay. I'm going to ask for the 8th time. Parker, are you willing to take that bet?
I ain't taking no $1,000 bet. Oh, hell no.
Okay, all right, okay. Okay, $100.
Here, bet a game.
Bet a game. Okay.
We do a game. Here we go.
All right.
Game of any choice.
Launch game game of your choice. For that, the PS5 will be backward compatible out the gate.
Fuck no. Parker, you could just buy my starter game. Fuck it. You might as well get ready.
I know I'm supposed to be the dumbass, but I think I've been making the most sense so far going on these questions being asked.
What you mean? I'm not making sense. What I'm saying makes sense.
You said 100%.
Bro, it's not backwards compatible, bro. I'm telling you.
I mean, you said 100%. I'm gonna say, but okay, we'll see.
I agree, Paul. Paul said back compatibility is very important in the first 2 years of a console's life, and it would be easy as pie.
Yeah, you would think so in like 2020, at least 2020.
He said he'll bet some insulin. Diabetic gaming out here.
Yep. Because you know what? I think Sony is gonna have that diabetic shit too when it first dropped. It's gonna be some bullshit, some Octodad type shit. It's gonna be some fuckery, and then 2-3 years you're gonna see all the hits. I think it's gonna be the same shit next gen. But then again, they did say they were doubled down and
what about
on their first party
possibly coming? You discounting that?
You said what?
A new God of War, possibly.
It ain't gonna be no It ain't gonna be no launch title. It's the like
when the system actually launches, though.
When the system actually launches, they might. I could see them rehashing it 4K 60, but I don't see them having no new title.
Remaster, rehash, whatever you want to call it. You think if it's a compelling software to a gamer, they're going to pick it up, and that's going to drive the hardware sales.
So you think the new God of War, the next one, is going to be a launch game on PS5?
No, hell no.
It depends. If you tell me if the PS5 comes out 2019, I would say no.
No, it'll come out in 2020. So you think if it comes out in 2020, the next God of War is going to be a launch game?
No, I probably wouldn't say no. Probably not. Or could we get like a prelude? Maybe, I don't know.
Man, I was about to say cut this man mic off, fam. If he was about to say yeah.
No, I'm saying no. It probably won't. But yeah, like I said, it could be some other franchise that probably compare as a launch title on a 5 that we haven't seen. Maybe like a SOCOM a new SOCOM game, whatever. That could be a possibility, or Siphon Filter, or whatever. We don't know. Sony has a lot of studios. We don't know what they could be working on, or it's going to be on a launch title for the PS5, whatever. We don't know.
Pretty much all their. You know what? Pretty much all of Sony's gaming studios are working on. Like, y'all do know that Sony and Microsoft both have studios that don't make games, right? They have logistics studios. They have interim app studios. Like, they have studios that don't just make games. You know what the vast majority of Sony's first party is doing. Like, Bend is making Days Gone, Media Molecules making Dreams, Sony Santa Monica is making another God of War. Their secondary Sony Santa Monica studio is their appliance team, which basically goes from studio to studio for their second parties, helping them acclimate to the software and helping them make the games for Sony. And then SIE, Japan, that's the only people you don't really know who was making. Sucker Punch is making Ghost of Tsushima. Naughty Dog's making Last of Us 2. Like, the majority of their studios are making.
But I'm willing to bet also, not actually make a bet, but I'm saying that a lot of those games might be cross platform also for Sony, which that would be even huge also though.
Yeah, they're gonna need something to push that PlayStation 5.
Yeah, so it can still be cross platform, and
that goes back to my point about why they won't do backwards compatibility. They gonna need some incentive to push this shit, and the incentive is it's gonna be better, or they gonna touch it up and they gonna repackage it and sell it.
Listen, let's say okay, Last of Us 2, right? That's a PS4 game, and also it'll be a game that will be whatever on the PS5 also though, in which I see them doing that.
Yeah, but when you first get a new game system, what are you looking for? Oh, it looks like this. Is that? It's fresh. That when they see it on a PS5, they're not gonna want to play it on a PS4.
Okay, but if you could still bring your PS4 software over, right? Just put the game in, and boom, you get those textures sort of similar with the X. Those PS4 users that's gonna now become a PS5 user. So that's why I'm gonna stick by and say backwards compatibility will be day one with the PS5.
Mass, what you think? I want to hear what Mass think about this.
Sony, the PlayStation, they banking on this whole PlayStation. They all in with PlayStation, so they're not going to mess up their money and say, "No, we ain't doing no backwards compatibility." No, because they want to use.
All right.
I agree with Dumbass on this particular point. I know it felt weird coming out my mouth when I said it, but I had to. And the reason I say that is there's three major reasons. The first one is these consoles are basically PCs. They're dedicated PCs. So being able to make a game right now that's x86, the reason it can be scaled so easily between the mid-tier or mid-gen refreshes and the older systems is because their PCs and the architecture that they use to create these games now is scalable. So it's the same thing. They use this as a test bed. You make a PS5, it still has the same bones. It's just stronger bones. So it's the same as me taking if I take a game on my PC, my gaming PC, and then I put it on my work end PC. One of them uses a 1080, the other one, or a 1080 Ti, and the other one uses a Titan or dual Titans. That's a different gaming experience just because the hardware got stronger. And I think Sony and Microsoft both have invested in these platforms to be able to scale like PCs. So you make a PS5, you can make that same game on PS5. It'll just run much, much better because the hardware is stronger. But porting that down to PS4 is not hard because it's all the same architecture. So it's the same as on a computer, you have minimum required specs versus recommended specs. The game will run at the minimum required specs. It'll run much better if you have the recommended specs. And I think that's the approach that they made when they started making these consoles, including the mid-gen refreshes. They were a test bed for the next ones. And so that's why I think they'll have backward compatibility. Also, if you have backward compatibility, then you get more people to buy PS5s quicker. Because everybody, like, as soon as the PS5 come out, they will do all those sales of turning your PS4 and you get $300 towards a PS5 or all that random shit, right? So during that period, people's like, yo, I'm not turning in my PS4. I just got all these damn games. I just bought Last of Us 2. I just bought Death Stranding. Like, just bought that shit. I'm not buying no damn PS5. Wait, I can play my PS4 games on PS5? You know what? Fuck it. I got this extra $100. I'm going to go ahead and turn this PS4 in right now. I'm going to get all the money I can for it. And I'm going to get this PS5 for $100. And I can still play all my games. That sells a system. That sells the upgrade easily. Like right off bat, it sells the upgrade, especially with the games that are going to be coming out right at the end of the life cycle. That immediately says, you know what, I can upgrade. I can get all the value I can right now because in 2-3 months, PS4s is going to be back down to GameStop giving you $12.50 and a pack of bubble gum for your PS4. But right when the PS5 come out, they're going to be trying to give you as much money as possible. So that's when you can maximize your PS4's potential. And if you can still play your PS4 games on your PS5, that's a sell. If you can't, then people are going to be like, well, I'll wait till the price drop. I'll wait till it got a bigger library. If the PS4's library is the PS5's library, you sell a PS5. If the launch library of the PS5 is the PS5's library, people are going to wait because they just got PS4 Pros. They just got a shiny red Roach symbol PS4 Pro.
Oh shit!
You know, or the Ghost of Tsushima special edition, or the Last of Us special edition, whichever. They just got that special edition PS4 Pro. They're not gonna upgrade immediately if they can't play their games. But if they got it like a year, 2 years back, something like that, and they can upgrade and still keep all their games, you'll drive PS5 sales that way. So you'll switch over that install base quicker because you have that capability. Now there'll be games, and like especially that first 3 months, because that first 3-4 months, you know, maybe out to 6 months, every publisher is gonna make cross-platform games. Like they're gonna be able to be played on PS4, PS4 Pro, PS5. Just like the Xbox 360 to Xbox One, PS3 to PS4 era, they'll be able to be played across generations. So that being the case, they're gonna 100% set up so that they can pull everything over real easily. And in this case, it won't be as hard as PS3 to PS4 because it's not some custom shit. It's every architecture that every game is made off of. PC games, all the games not named Nintendo are made the exact same way using the exact same architecture. So they're easy to scale across different hardware. What up, Noah? Paul. Yeah, Paul said it would help drive software sales older games with backward compatibility. Exactly. Like backward compatibility will keep them selling PS4 games, which will keep them making money and off of PS4 and being able to sell PS5 games and build up that base. Because Sony, even with them saying they just invested into, you know, they invested more in the Double Down and all that other bullshit. Sony is not going to put out games without an install base. They're not going to put out their big hitters without some sort of install base. They'll put out the mid-tier shit like Second Son, you know, but they're not going to drop Uncharted 4 until they at, you know, 40, 50 million. So they're not going to drop those type of games until they got some sort of install base, which is why in the first 3 years, they coast. The first 2-3 years, they coast on remasters and remakes. In this case, they don't have to coast on specific remasters and remakes. They can take the Xbox philosophy and say, we have The Last of Us 2 enhanced 4K 60. Go buy The Last of Us 2 on PS5. We have Spider-Man 4K 60. Go buy Spider-Man on PS5. They can take that approach and, you know, stretch it out because the games that they're making now are critically acclaimed, and you know, right now they're selling 4 to 5 million. God of War sold 7, you know, 7.5. So you know, say God of War is a 10, right? Somewhere in that range. So out of that 80 million, so the other 70 million never played it, but maybe they upgraded to a PS5. Now you can play God of War 4K 60 on your brand new machine. And it didn't cost Sony anything but an upgrade token, basically. Like, that's why I think it'll be back compatible, because it'll allow them to sell software to the people that they didn't sell it to now. And then going into the future, it'll give them a stopgap to not put out their big games until they have a big enough install base on PS5.
Man, I just think Sony hard-headed, dog. I don't see it, bro. Then Xbox, I feel like they got that hunger, and they already made it clear, hey, guys, all of your games that you have now is going to go forward and backward with you from here on out. Like, they already pretty much made that clear.
Okay.
Sony has not made that clear yet. They don't. I feel like they don't know what they want to do with that.
And Sony heard what Microsoft said, so why wouldn't they make their games backward compatible? If their competition is going to do that day one, why wouldn't they do that? And like I said, they
Okay. So what about this? Xbox, you can download your games from that Game Pass shit, right? And backwards compat. Why can't you download these PlayStation Now games yet?
Because PlayStation bought Gaikai, and Gaikai was a streaming service. So in order to utilize the 200 and something million they spent on Gaikai, they have to make you use the streaming portion.
That was a fucking joke.
Like
God.
Sony, that's where Sony pulled the Microsoft, because usually Microsoft jumps in the deep end and don't know what the fuck's happening, and then they just paddle up for air. So Sony jumped in the deep end with PS Now, and they're like trying to stay afloat until everything catches up. Microsoft is coming into this after the fact and saying we have our cloud gaming. We gave you Game Pass and it's downloads. So it's just digital licenses. It's DRM. We was already going to do that at the beginning of the generation, and everybody's been doing it this entire time. So that's nothing. Give you a game license. That DRM is easy. But streaming requires a lot of things external to just we have a streaming service. So that was Sony jumping in the deep end like Microsoft usually does, with no paddle, no float, and they drowning. Microsoft is coming into this late, and they like, all right, well, we coming to this late. We already have all the cloud infrastructure because we're the number 2 in the damn world. So we already have all this. We can come in as late as we want. Let Sony do everything in Flounder, and then we can come in with Game Pass and our streaming service as, you know, Game Pass streaming or whatever. And we now have the infrastructure and everything that would support this actually working for the long run.
Okay, so do you think...
I agree. Paul said when PS5 you get God of War for $19, and exactly you God of War for $20, play it on PS5 4K 60. That shit is gonna sell again like hotcakes. And then he said Microsoft isn't hungry, they about this money. They all about this money. Xbox, PlayStation, they all about this money. Microsoft is hungry, but the reason they're hungry is because they saw that revenue can be driven through the Xbox division. The problem before was when Bomber and all them people was in charge, they was throwing money at Xbox because they wanted it to be a facial brand. You know, like they wanted it to be the thing everybody sees. But once the new regime came on, they didn't care about Xbox. Everybody wanted to get rid of it for a reason. Like Xbox was a money hog, and it wasn't making them money like their other divisions, and they was investing money, but they wasn't seeing the same return on investment. Now they're seeing a return on investment, so they're like, well, we need to push this Xbox shit. So they're hungry. The money is their motivation, but they are 100% hungry. It's just they're motivated in a different capacity. Like they're not hungry as in like they're underdogs and they feel like they need to be scrappy. Is that they want to push their brand as much as possible so that 10 billion can turn into 15 billion by next year.
Damn, that's a very good point.
It's all the same, bro. It's all the same, bro.
Man, I still feel like I make this stand. Sony, they not gonna do it. I'm standing by that one.
Yeah, he said 5 gigs on the dock for a 40 gig game, some form of DRM. Reggie Switch said he don't think it'll work for Xbox. I don't think it will either. I just think it's different. I think that they've assessed the situation, whereas Sony jumped into the situation. Like Microsoft had their "this is how gaming is going to be" moment, just like Sony did when they did the cell processor, and they're like, everybody's going to follow suit because we have been at the forefront of everything, and they got their ass kicked. And so, just like Sony from PS2 to PS3 lost half the player base to Microsoft. That shit flipped again from Xbox One to PS4 and PS4, where Xbox did some stupid shit, told everybody how things were going to be, and half their player base switched to PS4. And so it was just the perfect storm and the timing and everything. So I think Microsoft right now is in a holding pattern. They have the infrastructure to do everything. They are going to draw this shit out as long as humanly possible. It's the same reason you don't have VR on Xbox. They put themselves in a position where they did some stupid shit by saying, "Hey, no gamer left behind." But VR doesn't work on the Xbox One and the Xbox One S. It probably works perfectly on the Xbox One X, but it doesn't work on the S and the normal Xbox One. And you can't be no gamer left behind if you immediately leave gamers behind. They put themselves in these dumbass positions, and I think with the whole streaming thing, they announced it, but you ain't seen nothing about it. You ain't see them. The only thing they said, they want to reach 2 billion gamers. They didn't tell you how. They didn't tell you what they're gonna do. You don't see no apps. You don't see none of that shit. Although you've been able to join parties from the phone, all that shit is all a setup, all to get all this shit in conjunction. But they're playing this cautiously. Like they're playing this as cautiously as possible. They're not running their mouth like they normally do. Sony just jumped in the deep end of the pool and they can't swim. That's what that was in as far as PS Now. And Sony is riding out this wave to try to get PS Now to the point where society has the ability to keep up with it.
Man, I just look. I'm sorry. I'm on Twitter and I looked at this IGN shit. It says new Super Mario Bros. U is reportedly coming to the Nintendo Switch. Bro, I'm done, bro. This been a bad year for Nintendo, in my opinion. This is off topic, but goddamn, it's ports, it's games I'm not interested in. That Mario Tennis is dog shit. Octopath, not my type of game. Like, man, I don't know. This is a horrible year. This ain't this ain't right, bro.
My opinion, if Nintendo keeps doing this, keep bringing games from the Wii U to the Switch, they're gonna suffer possibly the same fate as the Wii U down the line. If they don't bring no more,
it already outsold the Wii U, so that's the only way it won't.
Yeah, because it is a hybrid console.
Yeah,
but
that's the only reason it's doing what it's doing. And as a Nintendo fan, I will be honest with people and say that the only reason it's selling like this is because it's a fucking an advanced Game Boy. That's what the fuck it is.
See, this is the thing. Nintendo is doing what PlayStation did. The only difference is Nintendo ain't got no third-party support. That's the problem. That's literally the problem. And I said this shit last year that Nintendo Switch was giving me Wii U vibes. The only difference was everybody bought the Nintendo Switch games up front. So they bought Nintendo Switches. But it was giving me the same Wii U vibes where they had all this third-party support out the gate, and they have bumps where they sell ridiculously. Like the Wii U, when Smash Brothers came out, somehow the Wii U sky fucking rocketed in sales. Like nobody was buying that shit, but Smash Brothers came out. Psh,
yeah, that shit sold off the first party by itself.
Right. So Nintendo played it smart this time. Put out the first party. Put out a Zelda after forever. Put out a 3D Mario after for fucking ever. And they knocked it out of the park at the beginning. And third party was on board because people was buying shit. But then Nintendo being Nintendo and them making hardware that's more structured towards the games they make as opposed to the games everyone makes is what hampered them. Because you got this hybrid console. It's cool for what it is, but it ain't gonna run Anthem. It ain't gonna run Assassin's Creed. Like it's not gonna run it correctly. And that's
that shit ain't gonna run. That shit it's gonna have a connection. That shit ain't gonna turn on.
Is she gonna set on fire?
Bro,
pull a
that shit
Samsung?
gonna blow up.
Gonna pull a Samsung? Gonna pull a Samsung?
And that's what I hate. Yes. That's what
Nintendo.
I hate about the Switch, bro. Is the power, and I know people say power is not everything, but it's something. That shit is just too weak.
The reason why
That's
you're not
true.
gonna like you don't get that power with Nintendo because they don't want to make a console for a loss. They want to make it for a game. So that's why it's like that.
That's the only thing I can get them credit on is as far as
Yeah.
the hardware. They don't take
Yeah.
no L's on that shit.
Nah, they want all their money. Get that.
I told you, Nintendo keeps putting themselves like I know, and I say this all the time. Nintendo, they got side chick syndrome. They're fine not being your main chick. They're fine not being the one you have Christmas dinner with, not being the one you buy real Valentine's Day gifts with. They're fine being that chick. You call when you in the bathroom and you just like, I just want to talk to somebody real quick. So you text her. Like that's what Nintendo is, right? Nintendo's the chick. You be like, yo, send me a pic of your titties. Like, and she just do it out of nowhere. Like, you ain't seen this chick in 3 days. You ain't talked to her since the week before last, but you just like, I want to see some titties. Send me your titties. That's who Nintendo is. They that chick. They're like, here's the titties. Here goes Zelda. you want to see me sitting on the seat on Mario? Like, Nintendo is a side chick, and they cool being that side chick, but they have to realize that the side chick don't get the house.
Yes,
they don't get the house.
They don't get the whip.
The side chick get gas money. Like that's what it is. And Nintendo put themselves in this position, and they're gonna keep putting themselves in this position. It's their nature. It's how they set up everything. It's neither here nor there. It's just the reality of the situation.
Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know anybody that just only games on Nintendo. Like, I used to be able to do it like GameCube because they had heavy third party. Even some of the third party games they had ran better on GameCube than PS2. Some of them. Like, the GameCube was the fucking... That shit was a beat. That was my favorite console of all time. I ain't trying to sound biased by it, but it had heavy third party. It had great first party. Like, that little adapter, you could play on the Game Boy on it or some shit.
I want to ask you so.
I just want you to know you made a Parker statement real fast.
Or your favorite console period all time?
I said my favorite. I'm speaking. See, this is subjective though. I can't be. Come on, bro.
I'm trying to be subjective, understanding your perspective.
Yeah, this statement is true. The GameCube is my favorite console ever.
Damn.
But you got to remember, I'm 25, so it's kind of.
I know that. Okay. Well, that's his opinion. That's what he's sticking with, I guess.
PS2. I mean, honestly, PS2. I feel like that shit was kind of overrated, bro. Honestly, it had a lot of shit, but it was overrated to me. I will pick the GameCube over that any day.
You tripping? You tripping?
And you know what? PS3, and you can debate this shit, motherfucker. PS3 is Sony's best system.
What?
Yeah, PS3.
You super tripping.
I mean, bro,
I can go on
PS3,
about this.
PS3 was out for 7 years, and they ain't started getting games for real until like the last 2 and some change.
Yeah.
Like the first few years of PS3 was straight up trash sandwich.
Man, I'm gonna tell you
hold on, I got a question from Mr. Righteous Fish. I'm gonna pose it to y'all, and we gonna get into that top 5 hip hop battle because it's so trash. That's gonna be the last question. But he said, "How can Xbox reach a global market? We always talk about the U.S. and overall, but overall, besides the EU and Brazil, they ain't popular, and Australia. So how can Xbox reach a global market going into next gen?" Jay, go first.
Wait, you said the hip hop?
No, we're doing the hip hop last. How can Xbox reach a global market?
How can Xbox? I'm sorry, I was looking at the chat. Xbox. I would have to say for them to reach a global market, they need the studios and pretty much similar areas to where Sony has theirs. Sony got shit everywhere. Microsoft has to have shit everywhere, and they have to dedicate certain genres to certain types of people. Like they need to make heavy Japanese games. You know what I'm saying? They need to heavily market that shit. I don't care if Japan hate Xbox or not. Phil need to stay his ass out there, and until they get something built up in Japan. Because if I'm not mistaken, didn't they have a studio in Japan before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think they need to go back to that. They need to attack the regions that they're least popular in. We know them over here. They need to go all overseas with their brand. Market that shit, TV, billboards, whatever you need to do. Social media, you know. That's how I feel. Even YouTubers from other countries. It might sound cheesy, but I mean shit, it's kind of like free advertisement. So that's how I look at it. They need to attack. Period. They gotta stop being so.
What are they gonna market to the Japanese audience?
Yeah,
whatever new IPs that they're making. Okay, Ninja Theory. What if they made some crazy ass, I don't know, the Japanese type game that will probably appeal to the Japanese?
You do know Ninja Theory is in the UK, right?
oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
They're named Ninja Theory, but they're in the UK. Like, what Japanese style game are they gonna make? Just because they name Ninja don't mean they gonna make a Japanese style RPG. They just gonna make a Western RPG, and that's the problem. Is like Ninja Theory and the rest of Xbox Studios, they don't make the Japanese style games. Like when you seen a game like, let's say, Persona 5 or something like that come out of anything Xbox. Xbox makes shooters. They make boom boom, shoot them, blow up, make Michael Bay movie.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
That's Xbox. Yeah. That's Xbox Creed. Even if they go and get Japanese games, these Japanese games are going to be on other Japanese systems.
Was Ninja Gaiden once an Xbox exclusive?
Yep.
Okay, and that's Japanese.
Yeah, during the 360 era, Xbox had a few Japanese games. They had Lost Odyssey. They had Blue Dragon. They had the remake that's coming out. What the hell is it? The
Shadow of Die Twice.
No, there's a remake. God damn it! It's a Tales game, I think. The Tales games, I can't remember it. But they had that too. The one where it's like a 3D action room. They had that shit. It was they had a lot of like Japanese 360 exclusives. They don't have those this time around, and that's the thing, is that even when they had those, the 360 still sold like dog shit, and it's worse now.
Yeah.
It's worse now because Japan as a whole is as mobile as you can get. Like if they can play something on the go, they will 100% do it. That's the reason that the Switch is even killing the PS4 over there.
Yeah,
is because Japan is an on-the-go market. If it's a mobile game, a PSP, like PSP is still selling, PS Vita is still selling over there, Game Boys, because those are the top sellers over there, because that is how Japan is. Japan is a very fluid thing. They want to be moving. They don't like being in the house sitting in front of a TV for 8-9 hours. They'd rather be on the subway out with their friends, being able to pick up their Switch and play it. So it's worse now. Like there's nothing I think Xbox could do that to penetrate that market, because Sony is even losing in that market, and that's because they're only making home systems right now.
Yep.
So if Sony, which is Japan, they are 100%. That's their stomping ground. If they not even out here just straight up killing it in their own home market, then Xbox has zero fucking hope.
Yeah. So that might be another thing they could do too. Something mobile, maybe, but
man,
Righteous ain't shit. Righteous, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. He said Jay is Parker's son.
Bro, I know what I was saying, but I never said. I'm not saying Ninja Theory per se. I'm saying something like Ninja Theory. I can't believe this shit, man. Damn, Parker.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Oh, hip hop horrible and the dumbass. That's what I'm gonna rename this show. Hold on, I'm gonna rename the show to Hip Hop Horrible versus the Dumbass.
Hey, my hip hop ain't horrible, man.
Hip hop is trash.
Hey, go ahead, go check that new Young Thug out too. By the way.
Oh my God! Stop.
Uh-oh.
So, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna transition. We're gonna transition.
No. We gotta hear Parker. Parker didn't.
Oh yeah, Parker. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this though. I don't believe Microsoft could do nothing to change their hopes and fortunes in Japan. Like Max was saying, it's a done deal for Japan. What they could, like you said, like you're saying, they could do better marketing in other areas, but forget about Japan. You ain't getting no traction over there. Sorry. And plus, they probably don't even like Microsoft that much over there anyway.
This is true.
Yeah. So now, what's up with the hip hop questions?
The question is hip hop top 5. I'm gonna let y'all say them again, and then I'm gonna let y'all give me the reasons, and then y'all gonna rebut each other's hip hop. I'm gonna stay out of this. Okay. I'm gonna stay out of this. I'm gonna slide in mines at the end, maybe, but I'm gonna stay out of this debate. So we're gonna let Parker go first. Parker, your hip hop top 5.
Okay, top 5. I got Pop.
Appreciate you, Righteous. Okay.
Got Nas. Big, Nas, Jay-Z. I know he white though, but Eminem he could spit though. So that's my 5 right there.
That's your top 5. All right, Jay.
Okay.
Your top 5.
My top 5. This is in no order. Lil Wayne. Tupac. Let me see. Would I put Biggie in my top 5? Dead or alive? Okay, Biggie. I'll give it Biggie. Okay.
Hold on. To steal a phrase from my bro Next Gen. This is a drug-free environment. I don't want to question your integrity, but we do have the tapes of the last time and what you said your top 5 was. So I don't want to have to roll back these tapes, my dude. I don't want to have to roll back these tapes.
I did say Tupac. He was there.
Okay.
All right, bro. Lil Wayne, Tupac, Gucci. No, hey, Gucci started, bro. He is the god of trap rap.
Wait, go ahead, finish the top 5, then I'll let you know the explanation.
You want me to go off for right now or
facts? Right, just facts. He is no. I want you to name the same ones you named the last time we asked this question.
I said Gucci. Who did I say? It's 2 after
that. There was like some Young Thug. There was like Bass God.
Lil B. Okay, Lil B, Cole, and Young Thug. I like Young Thug a lot.
Young Thug. Okay. So your top 5 is Young Thug. He did. Your top 5 is Young Thug, Lil B, Lil Wayne.
Lil B's not really in my top 5. I could take him out, but.
So who you replacing him with? Because again, we can roll back these tapes.
Remember, actually, you said Chief Keef too. Remember,
you did say Chief Keef. I remember. Yeah. This is your top 5, bro. There's a reason you are called Hip Hop Horrible. There's a reason for this.
Man, that ain't that bad. Y'all just don't rock with him, bro.
You said Chief Keef last time. You said Chief Keef. Lil B, Gotti, Lil Wayne is the greatest rapper of all time.
Yes, that's a fucking fact. Lil Wayne is the greatest rapper to ever walk Earth.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm okay. So
this is what I'm gonna do. Wait. So Jay,
Yeah.
what is your A? What is the best song from the people you just named?
Okay.
B, why are they in your top 5? And
All right, we're gonna start with A
C,
first. Hold
go
on,
ahead,
hold on.
go ahead, go
Start
ahead.
with A first. What was A?
A, the best song from the people you named.
From each of them?
Yep.
Tupac, I would say, for me personally, I like Picture Me Rolling. Chief Keef, I would have to say a song called Win. 3, Lil Wayne, I would say, ooh, that's a tough one for Lil Wayne. I like Nightmares at the Bottom. That's a banger. 4, who else did I put in the top? Oh, Lil B. Okay, whatever. Yo Gotti. My favorite Yo Gotti song. He got a lot. I would have to say a song called CPR off what's that mixtape? Y'all ever heard that CM7? There we go. That's one of Yo Gotti's best mixtapes ever. Am I missing somebody?
You got
yeah,
it.
the real hip hop motherfucker.
You get one from Lil B too.
Okay, Lil B. I would say a song called "Suck My Dick, Ho."
Mhm.
All right, Parker,
Yeah.
your top 5 songs from
Okay,
each person.
now Pac, man, he got so many bangers. Shit. Before the Death Row days, Brenda's Got a Baby. I Get Around. You know what I'm saying? Now the Death Row days. Was it one? It was post when he died. When Thugs Cry. He got a lot. I can't name one. He got a lot of.
All right, next.
I'm gonna say with Big, his best song to me, Notorious Thugs. You
All
know what I'm
right.
saying? Now who I got? Nas. Oh damn, what was Nas? Damn, he got so many. I'm gonna go with one of them. Nas is like obviously, I like one mic. Yeah, so many so many.
All right.
And I got I put Jay-Z, right? Jay-Z. Damn, he got shit. I like the Blueprint. He got Renegade on it also. He got a lot of bands. You just can't name one. And I like that song he did with Lil Wayne, No Love. You know what I'm saying? So he
All
has a
right.
lot of bands. And you know,
All
a
right.
lot of bands.
So why? Why are they in your top 5? You can go first, Parker.
I mean, I'm gonna start off with Pac and Biggie, right? Because in a way they're connected. Biggie, you know what I'm saying, still beloved in Brooklyn, to this day. Straight up lyricist. Pac, his music, interacts with his fans on a social aspect because he had substance and meaning to what he was saying, you know. So that's why Pac's Nas like saying he straight lyricist, don't give you like I'm saying like a ghetto gospel, whatever. JC another one on wordplay, story, all that lyricist in his own right. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying a white boy, a dope white rapper, which hip hop hasn't seen a lot of that, you know. And he came out spitting fire. Dre, you know what I'm saying, went and got him, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand about Eminem. Even like in his battles, he messed up on his lines and stuff like that also. So but he, what I'm saying, he didn't care, you know what I'm saying? And he's been accepted by hip hop, regardless of his white, because he could spit that and he was real with his stuff right there. He didn't try to be like a black person. He was just being himself. So that's why I like all my rappers because each of them connect with their listeners in their own unique way.
Okay. Lil Wayne, he's the best, and he on my list because that dude can just, like he said, how Biggie is a straight up lyricist, Lil Wayne is a straight up lyricist. Like people may say his music don't have substance now like it used to, but when that man gets off whatever he puts in that cup and that blunt, that man is fucking amazing, and you can't tell me the shit that he says is not good. He can literally rap about anything. I don't think I've ever heard him say the same shit twice. Like, it's ridiculous with his flow. Okay. Gucci is one of my favorite rappers because shit, he the trap guy. Like, I like trap music. That's like my favorite type of music, and I feel like he paved the way for a lot of these rappers that be rapping on this trap type stuff. Definitely, he has a big influence over a lot of these upcoming rappers. Like, to me, like Lil Baby and all them, I fuck with all them too. Young Thug, and even J. Cole said this about Young Thug. He's a musical genius. Young Thug can turn anything into gold. See, it's not always about what you say, it's how you say it. Young Thug, his delivery is always on point. That's one thing I love about Young Thug. I mean, plus, I think he actually has some bars every once in a while, Okay, who's next? Tupac. Tupac is definitely a GOAT in my opinion because I love his diversity, his versatility. Like, he can hit so many subjects. 1 minute he'll have you on some party shit, hit the club, whatever. Or he'll have you on some hood shit, or he'll kick it to you like on some shit like Brenda Had a Baby type shit. Like, his versatility in rap is just amazing. Like, when people say who was better between Biggie and Tupac, I always go Tupac simply because he can hit any subject matter. You give it to him, he spit that shit. Real shit. So I really love Tupac, bro. Then last, okay, Lil B. I like Lil B on my list, man, because Lil B just straight up don't give a fuck. Like, he don't care about how people perceive him, whether you call him gay or whatever. I absolutely love that about him, and I think his music is very cool. And low key, a lot of people look up to Lil B too. I done heard a lot of people kind of sound like him. I know, seriously. Yeah, like, a lot of younger rappers, I done heard them like kind of sound like Lil B a little bit, or like take some type of influence from him. But that man don't give a fuck. Like, that's what I like about Lil B.
Now, I supposed to be the dumbass on a show, but when we talk about your top five list, there's no way if you had a nuclear missile aimed at my house, there's no way I'm having Chief Keef, Little B, Young Thug, whatever on there. I can say I top five. You just can't. If you could have went on another one, you didn't even say Kumo D, Scarface, LL Cool J, Ice Cube.
You got to think though, I didn't grow up listening to that shit. I'm 25. I didn't grow up listening to that.
Rakim. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other rappers you could have put on there though. Besides those fuck niggas,
here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna say. I'm just going real quick. I'm okay with the fact that you 25, you ain't grow up listening to them. I'm okay with that. But here's the problem: is that even in your demographic, there's J. Cole, Kendrick, SOUNDCLOUD, Akane. Like, there's like 50 rappers
that I like a couple J. Cole tracks. Like, them rappers just boring to me, man.
But you could.
Like, see, I like the trap shit. That shit that gets you going. Like I like shit like that. Like Plies. That's another rapper I listen to. I like Plies a lot. Plies don't have no bars like some sweet shit, but I like what he rap about.
Facts, Paul. Facts. He said, "I didn't grow up listening to James Brown, but I know he's great."
Okay, I know the people that Parker named is great, but I just don't prefer them. They're not what I would like. It's not what I listen to.
I mean, damn.
Oh my god, hip hop horrible, man. You my bro, hip hop horrible. You my bro.
No, I'm being honest, bro. I mean, I'm not just gonna name some rappers because other people like them. Like, no, I'm naming shit I like.
I concur. Again.
If me being honest, I put Chief Keef, Little B, then I gotta be a motherfucking liar. Shit. That's what.
I could have took Lil B out. I said Yo Gotti, but y'all wanted me to keep it.
I mean, hey, you know, I'm saying though, but I guess, you know, but like hip hop, the being that you had Tupac on there, right? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you had to know about the other rappers and stuff, you know, like, you know, there's a lot of other rappers you can put, you know, who's the guy who's underrated, got bars, Common. You know, so it's other rappers. Come on. Hey, oh man.
Oh my god. So like I'm just hip hop horrible. Like I'm saying you
Hey man, look, this is not my name, bro.
It's 100% your name right now.
Oh man.
Your top 5 rappers include Chief Keef, Lil B, Trashy McTrash, Garbage Juice Smoothie. Like
man, not like this. Come on, bro.
I'm just saying you could like there's like you could have like Immortal Technique, you could have Mad Lib, like Big L. There's so many people. Shows that is from your generation.
I'll take Lil B out and put fucking Lil Baby. Now he go hard. Please, please. Y'all just going by his name. Listen to Lil Baby, bro. He got probably the best album out right now.
Can't put nobody in my top 5. You don't got to wait to put him in the top 5 though. When you do the top 5, we talk about like, okay, top 5, right? Come on, now we gotta be. I know it's subjective, but come on, we gotta be real about this though. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
I mean, ain't we talking about what we like?
I understand, but I know some 25-year-olds. Come on, that you know, they ain't gonna mention Little B.
I tried to replace him, but y'all was getting on my head about it.
Reggie said, "What the fuck is Lil Baby?"
Listen to Lil Baby. Listen to a song called "Spaz" by Lil Baby. Thank me later.
Look, I need to slap the hell out of you.
Like, and then too, look like Jeezy was good in his prime, but he ain't sweet no more. It's a commercial.
Oh my god!
Hey, no, I'm saying these motherfuckers not gonna be in my top 5. You know,
but
they don't got the catalog like that.
Gucci.
Yeah. Lil Wayne's hey, I ain't gonna say Lil Wayne's garbage though, but you will have Tupac on that list with those other motherfuckers. Come on, man, you can't do it like that. Come on.
Tupac is number 2 on that list.
Yeah, he's number 2. God.
Oh man.
Dang.
Okay. I'm just going like this is the intro. I'm just gonna read some of Lil Baby's lyrics. Okay, I'm gonna read them. Now I'm saying this the new wave shit. Now I'm saying this the new wave shit. Now I'm saying 4 pockets full. Now I'm saying we the gang. Okay. Next, I don't even sleep when I get tired. You know, see the Adderall in my eyes.
What song is this?
I can say you got the drop on the album. Fuck it, slide and shoot up the block. Niggas know how we come through. GS out the sunroof.
See how you why you gonna say it like that? Now if it was a Tupac shit, you would be rapping the shit.
I'm just reading the lyrics, Pimp. All I'm doing is reading the lyrics.
Bro.
What? Let's see. This one, let's see. So we got another one. It says, ain't gonna never let it go to a nigga. Keep on grinding. Gotta get another million. Condo on Peachtree. I paid the rent for the closet. They just want to talk about my past. They don't want to accept the fact that I'm a baller. Everything I wanted, I'm gonna go and get it. Tripping about to cost you. Yeah.
That's what song is that? That's I think that's right first right now. Yeah, we on Thug. That song is fire, bro. Listen to it.
I'm just reading these lyrics, bro. That's all I'm doing, hip hop.
Bro, no, you need to listen to the song. I'm telling you.
Righteous saying little baby gives me heartburn.
God.
Hey man, check him out.
Right. So Righteous said, you from the South. What about Scarface? What about Three Stacks? What about Three Stacks? What about
a lot of rappers I listen to is from Atlanta. Actually, a lot of rappers I like.
Okay.
I mean,
where's T.I.? Where's T.I.? Where's Tip?
I like Lil Baby. I like Thug is from Atlanta. I like Migos is from Atlanta. I like them. If you tell me Migos not good, bro, I'm gonna have to jump out the fucking window.
You need a parachute?
Oh my god!
Migos are outstanding producers. Outstanding producers. Horrible fucking rappers. Absolutely horrible rappers. Great producers. They make beats. They get you out your seat. They have the trashiest lyrics.
Man.
They're straight up garbage juice.
So okay, is Paul Wall
like Xbox like games this generation? Like Xbox games this generation. That's Migos raps.
Oh man. I'm assuming Sony would be Kendrick. People like Travis Scott. Now, one of my friends tried to question my integrity. Like, okay, one of my friends, I was saying Travis Scott is overrated.
I tell other guys, I'm saying another guy you probably
overrated. My friend was
like, Righteous is savage. I just want y'all to know this. Righteous is savage. Righteous said, "Put your helmet on and jump." We know, we all know you got one.
Oh man, no. I gotta borrow my man's Parker helmet so I can jump out.
No, Logic's all right though. No, so
Logic's all right, but Logic he just likes to say, "I'm not really white. I'm not really white." Everybody look at me. I'm not really white.
I ain't never listened to him really.
No, Logic, no, he can spit though. Logic can spit. Now I can tell you that.
He can spit. It's just always about the same shit. Like,
and that's how I feel about J. Cole. That's how I feel about rappers like J. Cole.
90% of his songs is always about him not being white. J. Cole, very his shit.
J. Cole, I feel like he rap about the same shit.
When was the last J. Cole album you listened to?
Shit, not the new one. It had to be the one before that. I will say this: J. Cole got some hits I actually like. Like maybe two or three hits.
And how many hits Chief Keef got?
So wait, so
this I like more of his music.
So my question is, you just like the beat. You don't give a damn about the lyrical content.
Okay, music to me is more than just the lyrics. I feel like it's everything rolled into one. Like if you could have the lyrics, but goddamn, if the beat ain't hitting on shit, I don't want to hear it.
Oh no, we ain't doing that.
So you don't care about that. This is what it is.
The chorus, all that.
Okay, this is my question. This is my follow-up question. All of the people you named as your top 5 rappers, right? Mm-hmm. They're not the ones making their beats. So are they not your top 5? They're not your top 5 rappers? Are the producers your top 5 rappers?
No. The rappers are my. I get what you. I see where you going with this.
I'm just asking questions, pimp.
No, man. Them are top 5 rappers for a reason. I feel like I like what they're talking about, and I like how they deliver it. See, the delivery for me is key. Like, you could be saying some good shit, but not deliver it properly. Like, and that's how I feel about rappers like Travis Scott. Travis Scott, some of his shit be decent, and I feel like he's over fucking rated. And I listen to him, I'm like, okay, well, like on one song, the chorus will be good, but the verse is whack or the beat whack. Like something is, it's not all matching. Like he's one of those people. And I even got my integrity.
There's people you named who don't even say fucking words.
Shit.
So how is their verses fire if they not even
Gucci say words? What Gucci song have you heard?
Lil B and Chief Keef, they all of their songs have all the words, or is there mumbling in there?
Chief Keef, as he's gotten older, you can hear him talk more now.
As he's gotten older, but
I will be honest and say that, yeah.
The first 7 years of his career, that motherfucker didn't say words. He made a sound against a beat. So where is the content where the verses fire if they're not even talking? They're just
I feel like
sounds over a beat.
Certain shit, and you will understand. You will see what I'm talking about. You'll see Chief Keef is actually great.
Check this out, right? The guy who on my list, you had to be good to make it. It was no gimmicks on some hot beat. You had to have talent to make it. You had to have skills to make it. Now the rap game now is gimmick as hell right now. Anybody can put out a motherfucking album. Okay?
If you make a hot chorus, you good.
That's why those guys, besides Pac, none of those guys will never be on my list. You know,
right. we're in an era where it's everyday, bro. Was trending on a hip hop chart. Put that into perspective. That's the generation you created right here. A generation y'all created hip hop horrible. A generation where it's everyday, bro, is trending on the hip hop charts.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, it's just what I grew up with. Shit.
Yeah, which is why I call you hip hop horrible. Got hip hop horrible, the dumbass, and then Nat's trying to become a slayer. He's trying to kill the world. That's our panel.
Oh man, the slayer. What you mean? He's trying to kill everybody.
Nat's becoming for people's throats lately.
Yeah, he has been, bro. I've been looking at his videos like,
Nat's becoming for people next.
He's been on Twitter going nuts.
Nat's becoming for people next.
We got to set that debate up. Net versus Post up on the channel.
Net versus Post.
Oh man,
we set that shit up. I know, Righteous, right? He said as he gotten older, you can hear him talk more. And that was supposed to inspire me to be like, yeah, he is the greatest. He can't be a great if I have to wait.
He got bars, for real. Like,
he got bars?
Yes.
What Hershey bars? Fucking Snickers, almond, without shit. I don't know about rapping.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, Chief Keef has developed. I mean, I know you might not want to hear it or you might not want to believe it, but
I'm listening to you, bro. I have a party production company. So I curate a whole bunch of music. I listen to all these Chief Keef and all this because I have to be in these. I have to be in these clubs, right? I have to be in these clubs, and my DJs play this shit because that's what people want to hear.
Exactly, and who want to hear it?
Because you're in a club. Because you're in a club and you can't hear the fucking lyrics. All you hear is the beat. But when you're sitting down trying to listen to some lyrical shit, some shit that makes sense that isn't just a beat.
See, I like that rider music. That shit you turn up in the ride, banging. You feel me? You might be driving down, you know what I'm saying, 6 or something, or 610 in H-Town, you feel me, swinging or something. You can't do that with that whack ass J. Cole, none of that bullshit.
See, but here's the thing: when you H-Town, you listening to pop groove, like you listen to some smooth banger shit. You're not listening to that ATL shit.
What? We listen to every goddamn thing. That's one thing I love about H-Town, bro. Like it's diverse. We don't just limit ourselves to one thing.
Nobody should limit themselves to anything.
I even like country music. I like all that shit, man. I listen to everything. Facts.
Name 5 country songs that's out right now.
Come on, man. Can I put my phone out? No, they ain't my playlist. They ain't my playlist.
No, name them bitches.
Running Out of Moonlight.
He opened his phone.
No. I'm Running Out of Moonlight. I like that song. I like Kenny Chesney. It's a song called Everything. When the Sun Goes Down, that's the name of it. Let me see.
Oh,
I'm pulling my car right now because I can't think of them off the bat, but I got it on my phone.
I don't listen to country music. Sorry.
I like country music.
You haven't said just me. So again, I listen to all this stuff because I don't just do these parties for just hip hop people.
Exactly.
So I listen to all the Brett Youngs and Jake Owen and Keith Urban, the Thomas Rex, the Old Dominion, the Luke Bryan, the Eric Church. I listen to all those same things again because I have to do this for my business. So I listen to all those same things. So my music library is very diverse. That doesn't make your hip hop choices any less horrible. I just want to put that out there. You thought that was going to divert you away from the fact that your choices are trash, but they're not.
Man, I can't believe
that didn't hook that left. That didn't turn that corner. Your choices are still hot garbage.
Man, they done threw my shit in the fucking water.
Righteous said Chief Keef developed. He made it out of special ed development. That man graduated from his helmet and the short bus. Now he only wears a chin strap. It's so bad, bro. It's so bad. Apologize to the world for your hip hop choices. Just tell the world you're sorry. It's okay. Tell the world you're sorry. The world will forgive you.
I'm not sorry, people. This is just what it is. Deal with it. We out here. The millennials is taking over the rap game. It's a rap.
No. Because and this is the thing. Here's the thing. And I want to put this out there real quick, right? So the millennials, the Chief Keefs, and all the people you just named, they are all these they're basically SoundCloud rappers, right? But all the J. Cole's, the Kendricks, they got all the money. So who's really taking over?
Man, I guess the producers and shit.
Right.
If that's how you want to work it.
SoundCloud rappers. It's not these SoundCloud rappers. Because that's 90% of mumble rappers are SoundCloud rappers.
That's true.
Anyway, it's been another episode of Mr. Parker's Dumbass. We're going to wrap it up here because I'm about to eat this food that's been sitting in front of me for the last 40 minutes. This shit is cold. I'm positive.
Oh, shit.
This shit is cold as fuck. My wife slid in here, put this down in my Henny, and it's been sitting here just staring me in the face. But then he kept naming horrible rappers, and I couldn't stop myself.
Damn, man. Not like this, bro. Come on.
Righteous said those rappers will be forgotten in 10 years. Those rappers will be forgotten next week. Not 10 years.
We'll see, Righteous. We'll see.
Next week. They'll be forgotten next damn week. The next SoundCloud rapper gonna be out. He gonna have a tattoo on his face of a spider that moves, and he gonna have blue hair, and he gonna never have a shirt on, and he gonna have hearts around his nipples or some shit. Cause that's how these motherfuckers do, and this shit is weird. But about to sign off here. So Parker, tell the people where they can find you. Say goodbye. You a dumbass. You just wasn't the dumbest one this week.
Okay. Yeah, you can find Mr. Parker 600 at Twitter. You know, so and Elijah 2K8 on PSN.
Hip Hop Horrible. Tell the people where they can find you. And repent for your horrible hip hop choices.
I'm going to hell. I'm riding with my choices. I'm sticking to my guns. But y'all can find me on YouTube at Jay Got 'em Coach, or on Twitter at Nintendo. The I is a 1. Thank you guys for rocking out. I appreciate it.
And the other co-host, Neth, he on vacation now. He's somewhere in India getting all up in them Bollywood cheats. So we shout out to Neth. He'll be back not next week, because we're going to be back next week. I'm being Vegas while in the absolute fuck out. So we're going to be back 2 weeks for Volume 7, and we'll catch up on all of Parker's stupidity then. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Righteous, Paul G, everybody who stopped by. Noah with your punk ass. Broadband bullies to the death of us. We out.
Peace.